Hello guys and welcome to another Tokyo Revengers video. And in this video, I will be talking about the newest episode of Tokyo Revengers. And this video will be an anime review for episode 39 of Tokyo Revengers, and this is the second episode of the third season. And this episode covers chapters 130, 131, 132, and chapter 133 of the Tokyo Revengers manga. And in this video series, I will be comparing the anime to the manga, and I will analyze these episodes to see if there were any scenes that were removed from the source material. And with this episode we got a major increase in the animation quality, and this is actually the best animation that we have ever seen for Tokyo Revengers. There were many major mysteries being built up in this chapter, and there was also a very exciting appearance of new characters. And I was very impressed with the animation quality of this new episode, and the fact that they added the eye reflection really shows us the upgrade in quality. And this increase in animation quality really gives me hope for the future of Tokyo Revengers, and this is a very exciting development for the fan base of Tokyo Revengers. Anyway guys, before I get into this video guys, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more Tokyo Revengers videos. So let's get into the video now. So this episode begins with showing us a Toman meeting, and Takamichi is wondering to himself if he is being manipulated by Kisaki. And in this moment we can see that Draken is calling out to everyone so that they can begin the emergency meeting of the Tokyo Manji gang. And during this emergency meeting we get to see all the Toman captains, and in this moment we get to see Hakai, Mitsuya, and Chifuyu. And during this part of the episode we also get to see Smiley, Angry, and Pei Yin, and in this moment they are all standing together. And we also get to see the captain of the 5th division, which is Yasuhiro Muto, and in the anime they added Sanzu, who is standing right next to his captain. And then the scene suddenly pans over to Mikey, and Mikey is the president of the Tokyo Manji gang. And then Draken proceeded to announce to everyone that they were attacked by the members of Tenjuku gang, and he told his subordinates about everything that happened. And then the Toman captains reported to Mikey about all of the people that attacked them, and they revealed the identities of the members of Tenjuku gang. And Mikey was surprised to hear that the Toman members were attacked by Shion Madarame, and the reason why Mikey had a surprised reaction is because Shion Madarame is actually the same person that Mikey defeated when the Tokyo Manji gang fought against the 9th generation of the Black Dragons. And Yasuhiro Muto also revealed that Shion Madarame is a part of the S62 generation. And Mikey declared that they are not going to take this loss sitting down, and then Mikey revealed that their next move will be to launch an invasion into the city of Yokohama. And while this was happening all of the Toman members were cheering, and in this moment Takamichi and Chifuyu decided that he should go back to the future to figure out what happens. And while he was running back home, Takamichi was wondering about the mysteries of Kisaki, and he was theorizing that Kisaki might actually be a time leaper. And when Takamichi arrived at Hinata's house, he immediately saw that Hinata had just returned, and I think that Hinata looks very cute in this moment. And Hinata was very worried about Takamichi, and this is because she noticed that he has been fighting again. And Hinata and Takamichi both have a very wholesome interaction in this moment. And after traveling back to the future, Takamichi had a conversation with Naoto, and Naoto said that if Kisaki is really a time leaper, then they have no choice but to kill him. And Naoto said that they can't actually kill him, but then he started speculating about what could be the true goal of Kisaki. And then Naoto and Takamichi started analyzing the history of Kisaki's movements, and this led them to figuring out that they should continue to investigate Izana Kurokawa since he is the leader of Tenjuku. And Naoto decided that he will do some investigating through the police network, and Takamichi decided that he will do some digging on his own. And then the anime added a scene where the duo agreed that they will definitely put an end to this case. And Takamichi started wondering about what happened to the former Black Dragons members, and this is why he decided to go look at the location of the Christmas conflict. And while he was sitting inside of the church, Takamichi was getting very frustrated about the lack of progress, and this resulted in someone telling him to keep it down. And then this person told Takamichi to pray that he may rest in peace, and in this moment the anime added a scene that actually shows Takamichi praying for Hakai. And Taiju said that he started going to church every day after the death of his brother, and then he started wondering if Hakai is still a weakling in heaven. And in this moment Takamichi suddenly noticed that this person is actually Taiju Shiba, and Taiju just got done finishing his prayer. And Takamichi immediately started getting flashbacks of Taiju in the past timeline, and this caused him to become very surprised. And then Taiju started standing upright in front of Takamichi, and then Taiju told Takamichi that all of the Toman members are now dead. And then Taiju asked Takamichi how he has been, and while he was asking this question he had a crazy grin on his face. And Takamichi realized that he finally found the person who he had been searching for, and this caused Takamichi to ask Taiju if he can talk to him about Izana Kurokawa and the Black Dragons gang. And chapter 132 opens up by showing us that Takamichi is introducing Taiju to Naoto, however Taiju told him to stop with the pleasantries and to come with him. And when they arrived at the restaurant, Taiju told them that this is his restaurant, so they can order whatever food they want, and he also told them that they should trade intel. And Taiju asked Takamichi if he wanted to know about the Black Dragons and Izana, and Takamichi asked if Izana was the leader of the Black Dragons. However, Taiju told Takamichi that he is a little off, and this is because he got the order wrong. And then Taiju started lighting up a cigarette, and then Taiju started talking about the Black Dragons gang, and he asked Takamichi if he knows about who founded the Black Dragons gang. And in this moment Taiju dropped a massive reveal, and this reveal is that the original leader of the Black Dragons gang is actually Shinichiro Sano. And Taiju went on to say that the first generation of the Black Dragons was legendary, and the other generations continuously inherited that spirit. However, during the 8th generation the gang was taken over by Izana Kurokawa. And Taiju revealed that Izana is 2 years older than him, and Izana is actually a part of the S62 generation. And Taiju said that 3 years after he retired from the Black Dragons, Izana went on to create Tenjuku gang, and they fought against Toman during the Kanto Uprising incident. And this incident was a very long and drawn-out conflict, and in the end Toman and Tenjuku united to strike a deal. And they decided that Izana would become the third in command, Kisaki would become the second in command, and Mikey would become the leader of this new gang. And with this new gang they created the worst gang in history. However, Takamichi asked if Kisaki is really dead in this timeline. However, Taiju asked Naoto if Kisaki is really dead, and in this moment Naoto revealed that Izana has a lot of influence over the police, and he used this influence to fake the death of Kisaki by preparing a corpse to use in his place. And in this moment Naoto revealed that Kisaki is actually alive, and Taiju was able to deduce that Kisaki had fled overseas. And Taiju said that because Mikey and Kisaki are out of the picture, this means that the leader of Toman is actually Izana. And Taiju said that he does not know why this happened, but what he does know is that Mikey trusted Izana even more than he trusted Draken. And while this was happening we saw that Coco suddenly barged into the restaurant, and in this scene Takamichi is wondering why Izana is the leader of Toman. And Coco said he is trying to catch a rat, and it is very suspicious that 2 of his former bosses are having a meeting. And we could see that Taiju became very angry at Coco and Inupi for bringing the gang members into his restaurant. And Inupi said that they are here to abduct them by the orders of Izana, and in this scene we can see that Takamichi is very surprised to see Coco and Inupi. And then Inupi started confronting Taiju, however in this moment Taiju started smiling, and then he asked them if they think they can stand up to him. And Taiju addressed Coco as the wallet of the Black Dragons, and he said that Inupi stubbornly clings to the Black Dragons. And then he asked Inupi if Izana has satisfied him, and he asked Coco if he is still Toman's wallet. And Taiju also told them that they should know their place. And Taiju told Takamichi and Naoto that they should escape out the back, however before leaving he asked them to avenge the death of his brother. And Taiju proceeded to say that he has no idea how they managed to get so close to Mikey, but he is sure that Izana is the one who is behind it. And in this moment Takamichi said thank you to Taiju, however Taiju just responded to this by saying that he is repaying an old debt. And in this epic moment we saw that Taiju started fighting against the gang members, and Taiju used his overwhelming power to absolutely destroy his opponents. And Taiju declared that they better make this a fun battle, and Coco replied to this by saying that he is just a man stuck in the past. And after escaping out the back, Takamichi immediately saw the barrel of a gun that was being pointed by Kisaki, however Naoto was able to push Takamichi out of the way at the last second. And Kisaki thought that it was a stupid move for Naoto to get shot, and Naoto was telling Takamichi that he needs to run away. And then out of nowhere we suddenly saw that Izana started walking onto the scene, and Izana was speaking to Kisaki. And Izana told Kisaki to remember that he was supposed to be the one who was going to kill Naoto, and while he was saying this we saw that Izana was smiling. And Kisaki apologized to Izana, and he said that Naoto took the bullet that was meant for Takamichi. And then we see that Izana started walking towards Takamichi, and then Izana proceeded to say that they are the ones who are responsible for killing his Mikey. And then Izana started calling out to Kikucho, and in this scene Izana just ordered Kikucho to kill Takamichi. And we can tell that Kikucho really does not want to kill his childhood friend, however Kikucho's loyalty leaves him with no choice but to follow orders. And we see that Kikucho shot Takamichi with a revolver, and Izana told Kikucho that he did very good work. We can see that Takamichi is still in shock from being shot, and Naoto is on his deathbed. And Kisaki told Takamichi that everything ended too quickly, and we can also see that Takamichi is apologizing to Naoto. While on his deathbed, Naoto was giving a heartfelt speech to Takamichi, and Naoto said that he finally understands why Hinata fell in love with him, and Naoto also said that Takamichi is his hero. And in this heartbreaking moment Naoto told Takamichi that he is his pride, and this scene really shows us how far this duo has come. Before taking his final breath, Naoto asked Takamichi for one last handshake, and he also said that death is very frightening. And this episode ends with showing us that both of the characters are shaking hands to travel back to the future. And while they are shaking hands, we also get to see the reaction of Kisaki, and Kisaki is just staring at his rival. And Takamichi is making a promise that he will never give up, and this will not be their last handshake. Anyway guys, this is where the episode ends, and this is the end of this video. Anyway guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, and want to see more like it then like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.